Welcome to all the Jaguar enthusiasts. I just thought I'd give you another little update. Okay, I've done that complete patch on the side light pod now. That's completely done. This purple stuff, or this stuff you see on it, is just basically to stop it getting more surface rust on it. Now it's finished. I've done this bottom patch underneath there now. It's not completely finished off. I've not got it perfect round there because when it goes onto the rotisserie, I'll do the inside as well, and the same on this one. What I'm not going to do now is I'm going to, once the repairs are done to the sills and the floor and the B pillars, hinges and so on and so forth, when I take it off the chassis and put it onto the rotisserie, I'm going to get the whole thing sandblasted or bead blasted, maybe with soda. I'm not sure yet which way we'll go with it. It'll be light bead anyway. But I'll leave this headlight pod and this side light pod on, so I have something to work to when I put the others back on, because I can use a straight piece, a straight edge across the two to make sure they're in line. So this one's in a particularly bad state. You can see it's actually on at an angle. It's absolutely awful. Whoever put that one on, really is not nice at all. And underneath is another bodge that somebody's done. I'll show it to you from underneath. You can see, hopefully you can see how bad that is. Like somebody's just stuck a piece of, that looks like galvanized metal or something, and they've just stuck I don't know, some kind of sealant over it so that's going to need quite a bit cut out. I can see that's going to be quite a lot of work in that one. Anyway, so what I'll do is for the guys that are watching this quite regularly, what I'll do is do a little comparison, because I want to keep these and use them as, you know, as some reference point, you know, to where everything is, and we'll sandblast or soda blast inside these, and then when I take them off, you'll see just how difficult it is to get into the edge. I'm sure it'll get probably easily up to, you know, in the inside of here, but when it gets up to the back there, it's very, very tight. So I don't think it'll really stand out. And then I'll take these off after it's all sandblasted, so you can see the difference. Yeah, I've got a torch in my hand now, so now I can show you what I was talking about. Okay, you see those two holes there? So that's your clutch and your brake master cylinder. And I was mentioning this the other day, but unfortunately I didn't have the torch with me. You can see how they are. The one nearest to the chassis is higher and the other one's lower. And then on this side, it's this way around. You can see that one's higher and this one's lower, because this is an original chassis, and when somebody made a copy of this, they actually did it the same, not this way round, but they actually did it so that the other one was basically a mirror image of that side on this side. So as I was saying, it's something to look to make sure that it's not been done that way. It was a mistake. It wasn't the guy didn't think about it, obviously, when they were doing the chassis, but just in case, chances are they're all sorted now and there's no problem. Okay, the next thing that I've done is I've started to take out this B pillar. You can see here, it was in fairly bad shape, as you can see from here. This is the only good bit on it, was this front plate, but the rest was really it just fell apart, to be honest. This is part of the sill. You can see how bad it was inside, and this is one of the spacers. Actually fits on there, and then there's fibre washers to go with them. So what I have to do now is I'm trying to find all the spot welds, and I'll take all the spot welds and take this piece off, which is basically the back of there on the new one, and then I'll rebuild this corner piece. As you can see, it's quite bad there. Again, I've got the torch with me, so I'll put it on. You can see how quite bad that is. So I'll rebuild this piece completely, and then you can see there's the edge of it there. This light's too much now. And I've taken out part of the sill as well, as you can see. And yeah, pretty rough inside. So that's one of them. Like I say, there's eight of these mounting points. There's one there. That's 2, 3 there. There's 4, 5. That's number 6 there. And then you've got 7 there. And this is two here, 7 and 8. And there's a bit of matting underneath there where the floor pan's sitting on the chassis. So there's actually 16 spaces for it to sit on the chassis. So the next job will be to take this one out here, and there's the complete new sill there, you can see on the side, and then get all this relined up again. So that's the job for tomorrow. So that's where we're at. You can see this is going to need quite a bit of work in here, but I'm just starting to peel this piece off now. And as it turns out, I've got the stiffeners in, as I showed you before, but as it turns out, the B posts sit perfectly in line with these doors. As you can use that as a guide, but only as a guide, because obviously you need to put the rear quarter panel back on and make sure it fits properly. But when I checked, and as I say, this is only a guide, the only way you can get this perfect or get it right, you can see there that B post inner is perfectly in line all the way, but that doesn't mean that your car is. So that's something to be careful of. Obviously, you know, when it's put in position, it should only be tacked, and the quarter panel should be put on and double checked for alignment, and the door, and so on and so forth. So anyway, so that's where we're at. Coming on, I think another few days I should be able to get this sill completely in, this new sill, and then start on the other side. So basically we'll start on one side first. The flooring doesn't really have any, not a massive amount of structural strength to it. It does when it's bolted down to the sills, but you know, there is no front floors in these. They were made of wood. So that'll be the next thing. We'll take that out, but I'll get the strength back into the body first. But obviously I only do one side at a time, so I'll do this B pillar and the sill first, and then work on the A pillar side here. And when that's all completed and solid, then we'll go over to the other side and work on that. And these bars will support everything. So anyway, thanks for watching in, and I hope you're enjoying the videos. Yeah, like I say, this will be an interesting exercise to see exactly what that's like on the other side, and after sandblasting. And I'm pretty convinced, I'm pretty 99% sure in my mind, or 95% sure, that you'll never get into the top corner, no matter how hard you put the sandblast tool in there. I mean, I can't even get my finger, the max I can get my finger is there, and the sandblast tool's massive, so there's no way it's going up in here to this top corner. Anyway, as I said, thanks for watching in, and take care, and I'll post another one in a few days. Bye for now. Bye.